Do you consider yourself a foodie? Do you get excited when you discover a new place to eat? If you do, you won't want to miss this video. In fact, if you're interested in all things weird and unusual, you should definitely stick around. Get your mind ready as we take a look at the most bizarre restaurants you should definitely visit. Welcome to the 21st century, where you can eat with robots. Did you think this would ever be possible? Well, in Tokyo, Japan, it certainly is. The Robot Restaurant is one of Tokyo's most popular tourist attractions, a show that combines robots, dragons, ninjas, half-naked dancers with blue hair, drums, a whole lot of neon lights, and really loud music. It will probably be the most bizarre performance you'll ever see at a restaurant. Although we're sure the Robot Restaurant has a great menu, it definitely isn't the star of the show. This restaurant is more about the strobe lights and techno beats than the food. You visit this one for the atmosphere. Though Robot Restaurant is open to everyone, it's mostly frequented by foreign visitors. This means the place took a big hit when the country was closed to overseas tourists due to pandemic travel restrictions. In April 2020, the restaurant announced it would be closing temporarily and has unfortunately not reopened since. If you're tired of the heat, you're hungry, and you just happen to be in Finland, you might want to visit this restaurant. The Lapland Hotel's Snow Village Ice Restaurant will make you feel like you're in a snowy fantasy world. We guarantee this will be totally unique and different from anything you've experienced before. You definitely want to wear a coat, boots, and gloves, as this restaurant is made entirely of ice. In fact, everything is ice, from the walls, to the floors, to the tables, to the bowls. You'll enjoy the vodka served ice cold in an ice cold restaurant, probably served in a glass made of ice. In addition, their 3-course dinner is absolutely delightful. If you start to shiver or your fingertips get too cold while seated in the restaurant, Lapland Hotel's Snow Village provides you with extra warm clothes for you to fully enjoy the northern experience. While it may seem counterintuitive, this restaurant has a warm, inviting atmosphere, and after you dine, you can head straight to the Snow Hotel. And if you'd like to switch up the temperature a bit, you can move over to the Log restaurant for some warmth by the cozy fireplace. The menu is also the same as the ice restaurant. I don't think this one is made entirely of logs though. Have you ever been curious about what the meals in prison taste like? Well, now you can find out without having to commit a crime. The Fortezza Medicea is an occasional restaurant in Volterra, Italy. When you approach the building, it seems like just another historic fortress to be visited in Tuscany. However, this Renaissance-era fortress is actually a high-security prison for criminals serving no less than 7 years. Therefore, it cannot be explored, doesn't feature tour guides wandering with groups of tourists, doesn't have a gift shop, and isn't adorned all over with information panels and maps. It does, however, have a very special restaurant. The uniqueness of the Fortezza Medicea has garnered international press from all corners of the globe. The restaurant was first established in 2006 as a program that allowed inmates to work as staff, cooking and serving the food, and even playing musical instruments. It was part of a rehabilitation scheme and intended to make money for charity, but it has since become a popular attraction in town. Between September and June each year, there is a calendar of dinners and events that can be attended at the restaurant. Those wishing to try it out must plan and book well in advance as there are limited spots. You should also keep in mind that you will need to pass a background check. go through several checkpoints, you cannot bring a cell phone or a bag, and that all cutlery is made from plastic. This is all in an attempt to recreate an authentic prison meal experience. Because that's what it is after all. Dinner costs about 25 euros, includes a glass of wine, and is made up of fairly simple but delicious dishes. If you're interested in trying it out for yourself, then you can check out the details on their website. Dining with the living is so overrated. Why not dine with the dead instead? In India, you can do exactly that. The new Lucky restaurant in Ahmedabad, India, is known for its popular menu, spacious seating, and also the exposed gravestones and burial sarcophagi that the tables are set up around. And in case you're wondering how the graves ended up inside the eatery, here's the story. When restaurant owner Krishnan Kuti was getting ready to build his establishment, he learned that the land he was planning to build on was in fact a cemetery. He decided to capitalize on the dilemma. Instead of paving over the graves or digging them up, Krishnan simply built his restaurant around them, actually making the burial plots the main attraction. Steel bars have been erected around the graves so that no one will tread on the deceased. But other than that small protection, the dead are your dinner companions. No one is even sure who the graves belong to, but the prevailing theory is that they belong to Muslim followers of a 16th century Sufi saint. The green stone coffins are scattered around the restaurant in a seemingly random pattern, and customers must navigate their way to their tables among the dead. The displayed graves in the restaurant are not meant to be disrespectful or overtly morbid either. In fact, Krishnan claims that eating in the presence of the dead is good luck. Or at least it has been for him, as his business has flourished as a popular local hangout for more than 10 years. Here's a fun fact. Each morning, the graves are cleaned and fresh flowers are placed near them out of respect. Cabbages and condoms are apparently the collaboration we didn't know we needed. You can find this unusual restaurant in Bangkok, Thailand. It serves classic Thai food and is located in a busy business district. Both locals and visitors have taken a liking to this unique eatery. The decor features condoms everywhere, and they are used quite creatively. The dresses on their mannequins, the lamps and the strings of lights are all made out of condoms. And after dinner, don't expect a mint, because you'll receive free condoms instead. Now you're probably wondering why this restaurant is dedicated to condoms. It seems that the owner believes in family planning and uses the restaurant to support development activities. They want you to know that, quote, their food is guaranteed not to cause pregnancy, end quote. The restaurant actually started as a small vegetable stand on the office premises of the Population and Community Development Association, or PDA for short. Along with vegetables, they also sold lace panties, t-shirts, keychains, condoms, and oral contraceptives to the local residents. PDA's chairman, Makai Viravidya, jokingly called the shop Cabbages and Condoms, which was a catchy nickname that drew curious passers-by into the shop, and eventually became the official restaurant name. The modern toilet restaurant is exactly what it sounds like, a toilet-themed restaurant. Located in Taipei, Taiwan, you'll have to grin and bear it when you walk inside. This is because the restaurant is basically one large bathroom. Although the restaurant is designed to look like a giant toilet and is basically a collection of toilets, the serving dishes and utensils are clean and the food is delightful. Restaurant owners even hung toilets on the walls, and you can expect your chocolate ice cream dessert to look like a pile of poop served in a tiny toilet bowl. Your seat is a porcelain throne, and you dine at a sink that has now been turned into a table. Your food and your drinks arrive in unique serving dishes. You can expect anything from a urinal glass to toilet bowls. This dining experience will definitely be one of the most unique you'll ever have. And try not to let your mind wander to that dirty place, because if it does, everything in your plate will start to look a lot less like food and a lot more like something else, if you know what I mean. What are your thoughts on these bizarre restaurants? Which one would you visit? Let us know in the comments below. If you made it to the end of this video, that can only mean one thing. You are seriously into some weird-ish. So go ahead and press that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more weird content just like this.